We are excited to have on fourth-year pitcher Jay Woolfolk with us tonight. How are you doing, Jay?
I'm good, How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We appreciate you so much for coming on. So, getting into some questions for you. The season is fast approaching, just in a couple of weeks. So, how's the team looking in practice?
I think we're looking really well. Just as good, if not better than last year, we lost, you know, key parts of our lineup last year, but a lot of young guys stepping up into that role of what we lost last year. We got a lot of guys returning. I think our pitching staff is a lot deeper than last year. So, I think this team has something really special. And we can go a really long way. So that's our team is really special right now.
Yeah. So, is there any guys that you think could be a surprise that the fans don't really know right now that they'll know a lot about soon?
Yeah, probably more just like the freshmen that's stepping in the roles. Henry Ford, Eric Becker, Bryson Moore, one of our pitchers. Yeah, it's most of the freshmen who just stepping into big time roles that we need them to step into.
Yeah. Now, the preseason polls have this year's team ranked anywhere from 10 to 15. Do you guys look at the rankings at all, and do the coaches talk about them at all?
Yeah, I mean we look at them, but we don't really care about them. All that stuff doesn't really matter to us. We just can't wait to get out there and compete. Really show our at the end of the season, people will know what our ranking is, and that's how what we kind of look at.
Yeah. So last year you performed a lot of times in that closer role towards the end of the games. So is that something we could expect to see you from this year, or more starting, relieving? What do you think?
Yeah, hopefully, I've been building up to a starter role, but you still got to work for it. You still got to compete with other guys for it. So, hopefully that's the plan to start. But if that's not in Coach Oak's eyes and his mind, if we need me in the pen, close a role, I'm going to do that.
Yeah. So talk about the difference in mentality from entering as a closer and entering as in a non-save situation as a reliever. Is there a whole different feel to it?
No, not really. Your mentality is kind of the same. Just go attack those strikes and be efficient with what you're doing. Just you can't get down on yourself when things go bad. And it's just everything you want to put your team in the best place to win as coming out the pen, even as a starter. But coming out the pen, you don't want to. If you're losing and you come out the pen, you want to keep the scores where it's at. And if you're winning, coming out the pen, you want to keep it like that too. So there's no mentality, change for you. You want to go out there and attack and basically just have fun while you're doing it.
Yeah. So obviously a large number of last year's team that made it to Omaha is back. Do you guys feel like there's some unfinished business, or is each year its own?
There's definitely some unfinished business. Obviously we didn't get the result we wanted when went to Omaha, so that's the goal to go back and win it. So yes, I think there is some unfinished business that we need to take care of this year.
Yeah. So you started your career playing football and baseball. So how hard was it just balancing those two and academics, just all three, everything going on in your life at the time?
Yeah, it was hard at first because playing two sports in high school is different than playing two sports in college. It's a lot different. I was struggling at first. I really didn't know how to balance my time or anything, but I got on a plan. My coaches helped me, my academic coordinators helped me get on a plan, and kind of followed that. So after getting used to it, it was fairly easy. Just having football, and then I like my last this past year was the first year I kind of really had to like spring football. So that was kind of a hard because I'd wake up, go to football, and then class, and then baseball right after that. That was kind of like the struggle part of the year, but other than that, it was kind of fairly easy because I was that was my first year really doing two sports at one time, but everything else is just seasonal. So
Yeah. So what do you think ultimately led to you choosing baseball over football?
just really understanding who I am and understanding, what's best for me and my family and, my career. And going to USA was a big part of it, getting invited to that and even making the team was just a big accomplishment in my life. And I kind of realized that's my goal in life, that's my way, that's my path. So going there was like had something big to do with it, and just you know realizing what I could really do if I just focused on one sport.
Yeah.
I've never really known that, so I was just kind of leaning towards baseball at USA, and I just finally made a decision.
Yeah. Dad, you want to take it from here?
Sure. I think you made a great decision. We love having you on that baseball team.
Yeah.
You're an outstanding performer, and we're sure great things are going to happen this year. So I know I think I saw today you guys are getting to play at Fenway
Yeah,
against Boston
yeah,
College.
That's really
That's
yeah.
sweet.
cool. That's
Have you
awesome.
played in any major league parks or anything in your time?
Never played.
I mean, that's. Have you ever been to Fenway?
No, never.
Okay,
That's
that's
a
sweet.
treat.
I've been one time, and that was awesome.
Oh wow.
But yeah, that's awesome. So you played for Bronco, and you were also here for Coach Elliott. Where are they similar, and how are they different?
They're similar, just mindset wise. They both want to win. They both want the best for the players. Um, but they're very different, as in like coaching style. I think
Yeah.
Coach Elliott's a more hands-on coach, as in he says a lot during practice. Um, Coach Bronco, he didn't talk during practice. He kind of like sat in the distance and watched it, and then he critiqued it the day after. So that's how they're really different. But they both have the same mindset. They both have the same goals, and it's just win and help the kids get better. So
Right. I really don't know how you were able to juggle football as a quarterback, baseball, and school. I mean, just knowing playbooks and Broncos offense, I don't know. It just seemed like that was probably quite the chore to do.
yeah,
But do you pay any attention to what scouts are saying as far as what rounds you may be drafted in during this year's MLB draft?
no, I don't really pay attention to that. I don't want to like let it get to my head or anything. I just my goal is my goal in life. So I put my head down. I work hard as I can. I don't kind of listen to the outside noise. It is nice to hear some of them and what they say, but I'm just like, okay, well, I still got to go out there and prove that I'm either better than that or where I'm at. So and I really don't listen to what they say, but it's just all putting your head down and just go work.
Oh yeah, enjoy yourself
Mm-hmm.
this year,
Yeah.
and then the chips will fall where they're supposed to. And I know great things are coming your way. So you're in Omaha, bottom of the ninth, leading 4-3, 2 outs, 3-2, bases loaded. What pitch are you coming with? It depends on the batter.
It probably depends on the batter.
Uh,
Yeah.
you just blow him away with a fastball.
Again, depends on the batter. Yeah.
Right, right, right. But I hope we're in that situation. I'd put my money on you, and to have that opportunity to win one like that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So the ACSC is second to none in baseball conferences. Wake Forest is ranked number one in some polls. You got Clemson, Miami, UNC are all great. What's it like running through a gauntlet like that?
I mean, it's fun. You look at the schedule and know that you're going to have a lot of competition and a lot of fun games to be a part of. It's just one of those things where it's like you're kind of blessed to be in that moment and seeing those, how good the ACC is and good those teams are, and you can't wait to go compete against the best. So, you know, like you said, it is a gauntlet. It is going to be fun, but we stick to what we know, and things will take care of itself.
Nice. Um, what team would you consider, or you guys consider, as the baseball team's biggest rival? Like we know football, kind of Virginia Tech, basketball, maybe Duke or North Carolina. What's baseball thoughts?
I honestly don't know.
Uh,
I honestly feel like we respect a lot of teams, and teams, I hope they respect us. I
right,
don't think we have no like we've never. At least time I've been here, we never had a chippy game. I think
right.
we've all we send respect to other teams, and I think we do. Yeah, like I said, we don't get like football where there might be fights. We
I
just
got you.
kind of
There you
play. We
go.
kind of stay on our side. So I don't
Right,
really know if there's any rivalries for us in baseball. Like maybe you ask somebody else on the team, maybe they'll say something, but
right,
I don't really pay attention.
right. Um, well, so Coach O'Connor, he's a legend for Virginia baseball. And what's he like, and where do you feel like he has most improved you as a pitcher and maybe as a man?
Coach O'Connor's probably everything you see, like all the interviews and everything. That's Coach O'Connor. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. But he's done so much in my life that I can't even thank him enough for. Just trusting a kid that he didn't even know if I was going to end up playing baseball, and he took a chance of letting me be on the team and everything, and I can't thank him enough for it. And his ways of coaching makes you a better man, and he always makes sure you're doing 100% on anything. We could be shacking. He wants you to shag 100%. It's
Right.
not so his ways of coaching just automatically makes you a better man. And
Right.
like I said, I can't thank him enough for all he's done for me and my family. So
And he's done great things for this program too. I mean, Virginia
yeah,
baseball was not what it was until he came on. So it's
definitely.
outstanding. So the Dish, it's a great environment for baseball. Aside from Omaha, what's the best atmosphere you've played in outside of Charlottesville?
Probably ECU, my freshman year.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Uh-huh.
probably one of the craziest environments. It's loud and stands on top of you.
Oh yeah.
I never got to pitch there, but it was really fun. It was really loud and fun. So
I really love the Dish. We'll get down there and see you guys hopefully for several games this year.
yeah,
Um, do you have a favorite MLB? I see you got an MLB hat on. I don't know what team that is. You got a favorite team?
yeah, it's the Yankees.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So now going to Fenway as a Yankee fan. Oh man.
yeah.
What about favorite player? Any favorite players?
Probably Garrett Cole or Marcus Stroman. Probably those two
Okay.
are my favorite. Just their mentalities on the mound. Just they have like I'm better than you mentality, and then I don't, like I'm not a cocky person, but I kind of always want to have confidence in myself. And that's what they have. They just have the utmost confidence in themselves, and kind of want to, emulate that in my game. So yeah,
And you're not going to get to the place that you are or they are without some confidence. You got to have
yeah,
confidence. So
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I know you said you don't look far ahead, but have you thought about what it would be like on the day you get the call that you've been promoted to the big leagues?
Nah, I never. I've never thought about it. Um, as in like, yeah, obviously, you just think like you might be there,
Right.
like in what is it, 6 months from now, I think, something like that. But
Right.
I don't really want to, let that get to my head at all. I just want to, focus
Yeah.
on this season and focus on what way can we, what can I do to make this team go to Omaha again and win it. So, like you said, like I thought about it as in like a thing that's crazy. Like I could be gone and whatever, but
Right.
I think it's just best for the team if I, just think about what's happening now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Last question I got for you. Any message that you would like to send to the Wahoo faithful ahead of this year's Open?
I mean, it's going to be a really fun season. Expect, what you saw last year and expect even more than that. I think this team has a really good chance to be right back where we were. And, it's going to be just a fun year, a great year, and just can't wait to get back to Omaha.